the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Magic in Orlando. Well, for Orlando, they haven't yet found their groove. They're still trying to make adjustments to try and change the momentum here early in the season. Each game out right now, as their coaches reiterated, is another invaluable opportunity to refine their approach and make improvements. Last time out for them, Freak set a career high in points. He's shown glimpses of what he's capable of before. Shaq, was his outburst a one-time thing, or can we expect more of that from him?
You know, he's a smart player. You know, the last game he had a matchup he felt he could exploit, and he made the most of it. You know, I saw his coach on the sideline calling plays. He was waving his coach off saying, no, this guy's barbecue chicken. I'm going to take him to the hole. He has a lot of tools, and I think he can do this more often. But consistency is something that he needs to develop.
Hey, listen, after a performance like that, though, Ernie, the focus is now on him. So he has to read defenses a little bit better tonight if he wants to have that kind of performance again.
And we will wrap it up as we take you to courtside. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Last outing for Orlando, they won that game against the Charlotte Hornets.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
He'll be the Nets off the tip. Johnson in for Elfrid Payton. And a new group in for the Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Johnson. Bogdanovich is checked in for Rasul Butler. Hardaway is subbed in for Jarrett Jack. So for Brooklyn now, Hardaway in at point guard. Young out there with Bargnani. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward position. So it's Brooklyn now, following the bucket by Orlando. That's good.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
The Magic trail by 5. Pass to Azania. They set the pick. And it's Harris off the drive. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Orlando. And the Nets making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in. Outside Hardaway. Takes the 13-footer. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Watson kicks to Harris. To the wing right side. There's 1:38 left here in the opening quarter. Azania's shot is off.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
The Nets working the ball around now. Left side Hardaway. Kicks it to Bargnani. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Robinson. Another one falls for Brooklyn. 1:11 left in the first quarter. The Magic trail by 7. Watson dishes to Dedmon. Here's Azania. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. The 6-footer's good.
Woo-hoo. Sweet move, tough finish. What a play.
Bargnani down low.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to to the bucket for the Jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Count the bucket.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Watson for three. The shot no good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Nets out in front, ending the first quarter with a 13-4 run. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And here's Freak on the importance of preparing for games. You know, Clark, is there anyone that really doubts the importance of practice?
No, not at all. I mean, some guys just take it to a different level. And Freak certainly has shown that he's willing to come early and stay late. And you can see the fruit of that labor in his game.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for him. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Hardaway, he's in at the point. Bargnani is out there with Johnson. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Butler in at the two-guard spot. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls, boy, was he tremendous. He had 30 points and was just efficient on the offensive end, picking his spots on when to keep the ball moving or try his own luck. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Here's Napier. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Hardaway kicks to Lopez. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Brook Lopez at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Lopez hits them both.
Well, Lopez has been great. He has 12 points and 2 rebounds. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's really hard to put in words just what he's doing out on the floor.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. During that last break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Orlando grabs the miss. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
And, Greg, not what you'd expect when you look at the standings. I think this game is important to them to try and turn the tables here.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You've got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Here's Napier after the basket by Brooklyn. The dish now to Vucevic. Good D by Johnson.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Napier passes to Vucevic, and it's sent back by Lopez. Hardaway kicks to Butler, and it's Lopez at the elbow. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 14 points for Brook Lopez.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And Roberson kicks to Oladipo. Roberson gets the bucket. Roberson's got 5 points so far. Nets leading by 15.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Hardaway dishes to Lopez, and it's blocked by Gordon. And they get it back. Good. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. He feeds it to Oladipo. They set the screen. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And a new
soft.
group in for the Nets. Robin. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Nets out in front, opening up a huge gap. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center.